Next up is Defect. Same rules, gotta kill a boss on turn 1. One turn kill is the name of the game. Do a swap for a boss relic. I like swapping for a boss relic a little bit less on Silent when we're going for one turn kills, because Ring of the Snake is super good on specifically turn 1. Drawing 2 extra cards is like the good part of a Snecko Eye, basically. But on Defect it's fine, unless we're trying to Thunderstrike, in which case we're going to want that Cracked Core. I guess if we swap out for a boss relic, and then we get, like, Nuclear Battery, get the Plasma Orb on turn 1, then we can, like, dual cast the Plasma Orb on turn 1, and do crazy stuff. Yeah, any boss. Act 1 boss, Act 2 boss, Act 3 boss, anything works. Although, the Mind Bloom event, Act 1 boss does not count. So any boss that you're fighting in the appropriate act, or in the normal act. Turn 1 Defect Relic is basically 8 damage. What? But that's like, that's assuming that you channel so many orbs that you evoke the Lightning Orb before it even does its passive, which is like far from being true for most of the game. It's might be true by Act 3, but even then, I guess if we're trying to OTK is what you're saying. If we're trying to OTK, you're saying we develop so many orbs that it's only 8 damage. I think if we have an OTK that's doing that many orbs, then probably we're trying to Thunderstrike OTK. You do not need to win. It is enough to kill either Donu or Deka, or Awakened One. If you transform Awakened One, that counts. So you don't have to win, you have to kill a monster tagged as boss. And if we're channeling all those orbs and doing Thunderstrike, then we do want Cracked Core, right? Because it's an extra Lightning Orb. But I think Thunderstrike is probably the worst OTK for Defect. Defect has a lot of good options for OTK stuff. Probably like Hologram All-for-One Madness is what we're looking for. And seeing if we can pull that off on turn 1. Curse for 2 transforms is not bad. 2 transforms gives us a shot at getting all for one. But I think we'll probably take the snipe for the reasons that I have discussed. There's a snipe here. It's like a 75% chance snipe, or like 66 or something. If you transform a curse, you do get a new curse. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. There's also a snipe that doesn't involve a shop here, but it's only a 50%. Yeah, sometimes it's still correct to transform a curse if you have a really bad one, like a pain or doubt or something, and you want to get like clumsy, but normality. Got Guardian, probably not getting an Act 1 OTK. I'm gonna take a quick break, be right back. wait. Yeah, I think I'll just go for the snipe. I'll go for the just 50% one. We don't need to get a super high chance. Although it's only 2 elites in Act 1. The only way to get 3 is to do the mega. And we can't snipe him. We could do it anyway, though. Defect can generally handle an Act 1 mega elite. Sometimes not, though. And if you want to do an Act 1 mega elite, you really have to, like... You have to, like, build around it. So I think we'll just take the slightly easier snipe path. Not a great lament, but it's okay. Compile driver, Storm, Rebound. Storm could definitely be an OTK candidate if we get like a Storm Heatsinks Mummified Hand. That can definitely kill. Let's see, how much do we need? How many lightning orbs do you need to do? I guess it's like 300 damage is kind of what you should be targeting. So it's like 300 divided by 8. So it's going to be like 40 lightning orbs. Yeah, 37 lightning orbs, 38 lightning orbs. So if you have 2 copies of Storm, that's 20 powers. It's a lot of powers. It's hard to even draw that many cards, but I guess if you get heat sinks. Upgraded Storm is innate, is that right? I do really like innate. Anything innate is like super good for 1-turn kills. 5 copies of Storm. Does 5 copies of Storm work? Like, how much damage does that do if you get 5 energy? Because, like, the first one doesn't do anything. The second one gets 1 lightning orb. So you end up getting, like, 10 lightning orbs. So it seems like it's too little. But then after that, if you could manage to draw more cards and play them, then you'd be getting 5 orbs per card. So you'd only have to play 2 more powers to get to 20. Wait, don't we have to get to 40? Yeah. So I think like 2 copies of Storm, yes. I guess it's probably as many copies of Storm as we can get, right? If we're doing Storm stuff. Yeah, we do have to find specifically Mummified Hand, which is a rare relic. So... a little bit of an eyebrow raise for that. But even if you just get 1 copy of Heatsinks, if you can get like 4 copies of Storm or something, get them all upgraded. No, you wouldn't want them all upgraded. You want like 2 upgraded, and then you just want to draw the other ones with the Heatsinks. That's tough. I don't know if that's correct. Rebound and Compile Driver are also here. Are there any OTKs that depend on Rebound? I think there must be, right? Because one of the ways you can... like, if you have a Turbo Plus... No, I guess you need an unlimited number of copies of Rebound or a Madness for the Rebound to make, like, all-for-one... or Rebound all-for-one Turbo Plus to be a quote-unquote infinite. It draws a card every time, so it's not... You can only really do it, like, 5 times, but... presumably 5 is enough to do 300 damage. If you've got, like, a bunch of claws or something. And if we pick Rebound, we probably want claws anyway. It sounds like Rebound is closer to the synergy package we assume we want, which is the, like, all-for-one Madness hologram thing. It also just, like, does 9 damage, whereas Storm does nothing. So I think I'm gonna grab the Rebound. Storm is fun, but I think Rebound's correct. Alright, we're gonna reach in here at least twice. Great, exactly twice. Pow, pow. Go for the Eyes costs 0, blocks a little bit, kinda. Charge battery is good. It's not useful for OTKs, obviously. If we picked the Storm, we'd be really excited about Static Discharge. We'd want to take Snecko too if we find an all-for-one. Yeah, for sure. Snecko and All for One is insane. Actually, Snecko is probably a pick in almost any OTK attempt, because you just draw 2 extra cards, and that turns out to be a really important resource, as well as decosting things. Because a lot of times you're going to be doing like a Mummified Hand, or like Corruption, or something silly. Static Discharge, Pain, and Claw. I like the way you're thinking, actually. That seems pretty nice. Yeah, Static Discharge, Blue Candle, and Necronomicurse is lethal, right? The only achievement we're going for here is You Are Nothing, so we have to kill a boss on turn 1. So yeah, Static Discharge, Blue Candle, Necronomicurse is OTK, right? Oh no, it's unblocked attack damage. That doesn't work. We can't do Pain with Static Discharge. Sir Arden will try to trick me. He did have a Kappa face, but yeah, you're right. I wish you could trigger your own Static Discharge. That'd be sweet. What if the upgrade for Static Discharge not only said 2 lightning, but just said whenever you receive damage? Yeah, it's close to working. There's lots of infinites that are in the Blue Candle Necronomicurse universe. Just turns out Static Discharge isn't one of them. Charge Battery's nice, but I think we're going to skip it. For now. I think I'm happy to spend 57 gold on a relic. We probably aren't going to this shop. Probably would just want an extra fight or something. Toxic Egg! Hello. Okay, this is a fight, so we're not getting a snipe. That's okay. Reinforced Body Plus. Oh yeah, because Toxic Egg. Obviously, it's going to be plus. Reinforced Body is still a hell of a card. It seems like we need another attack since we're not sniping the elite. Cool. Yeah, Watcher's good at it. We could get it really easily if we were on non-Ascension. There's a lot of ways to farm it on non-Ascension, but we're on Ascension 20, so just getting to the bosses is enough of a challenge that usually we fail. Yeah, I'm still pretty open. I have a Rebound as my only card. I was imagining All for One and like maybe Claws. Probably an All for One Infinite with like Madness Hologram. But yeah, we do have to get lucky for sure. I mean, you have to get lucky just to even win the game, and this is, like, I think significantly harder than winning the game. We've actually had several runs now where we won the game, but failed to get the You Are Nothing achievement. Because we ended up building a deck that was good enough, but it just didn't end up killing the boss on turn 1. Reinforced Body Plus is too good to ignore, right? Sweeping Beam is pretty helpful for sentries. Sentries are kind of a big problem for Defect. Ball Lightning is here too. I think I'll take the Sweeping Beam. I hate skipping Reinforced Body Plus, but we have Toxic Egg. Maybe we'll see another one. Go ahead and grab the upgrade on probably Zap or Dual Cast. Let's do Zap. Assuming we're doing zero cost stuff, getting a Zap upgrade is pretty good. Ouch, Gremlin Knob. Well, at least we got our Duvu doll doing some work. To dual cast or not to dual cast? If we dual cast, we do 16 and then 9. That's 19. So he would go to 32. Pretty unlikely we can do 32 next turn. But not impossible, I don't think. If we get the dual cast back, we're getting Rebound. So it's like 16 plus 9 is 25. We'd have to get the Sweeping Beam and the Zap as well. But it is possible. Not likely, though. So I think we're going to skip it. Because he's probably hitting us this turn and next turn. Oh, we did get it. Damn it. Actually, do we have lethal here? Oh no, if dual cast was 0 cost, we could get it with like rebound dual cast, sweeping beam dual cast strike. I think that's lethal. Let's see if sweeping beam gets zap. No. Alright, I think we just rebound dual cast then. We take a little bit extra damage from the strength, but we guarantee lethal next turn. Can we actually miss lethal next turn if we don't dual cast? We'd do like rebound the strike instead. Gets 17 damage plus 6 at the end of the turn is 23, and then 6 at the end of next turn is 29. So we'd have to find 9 damage, and we'd have a rebound the strike. Yeah, so we actually can't miss. So I'll just take it next turn. Oh, second storm. What could have been? Could have had 2 of them by now. Man, we messed up. Should have taken the storm. No, we would have just died to Gremlin now. Okay. Good point. Yeah, I think it's probably reboot if it's not. I mean, is there anything that we could even considering about reboot here? Stack? No. Storm. I think we're not going that direction, unfortunately. Reboot plus is kind of crazy. Okay, I think I'll take the question mark since we're kind of low on health. Yikes! That's not good. That guy? That's not what I wanted. I guess it's speed pot double defend. Uh-oh. We're just gonna get, like, beat up here. Sweeping beam's good. If we rebound the sweeping beam, do you draw the sweeping beam? I think you do. I guess I'll do research. No, you don't draw it. Okay, so we need rebound to draw the sweeping beam. Alright, it did. Alright, well, we got there. Scary as fuck, but we got there. Cold snap? Cold snap, melter, bullseye are the options. I would love to skip them all. None of them are really participating in the thing. Alright, let's just skip them all then. What is the worst that could happen? We don't get enough damage and die to Guardian. OTK Spirit Guardian, while amusing, it's not sufficient to achieve. Yeah, I think let's just skip. A little bit of an ambitious skip there. Ooh. You know your boy loves Kunai. Kunai, I think, is my favorite relic. It's going to be a struggle from now on to avoid trying to OTK them with Kunai. Maybe we just get infinite dex and then somehow use that for damage. I think we rest. Seems like we're in danger. We're very low on damage, so we're going to take damage in the fight. Missing an Apotheosis plus. FTL seems really good for Kunai and the inevitable all for one. We can't quite afford FTL card remove, though. Card remove seems really good. Do we ever get lethal with the dupe pot? No, we're not close. We don't have anything crazy going on. No madness. If this were madness, we would buy it. Madness is really important. I don't think you can ever OTK with darkness. What would have been awesome with Iron Shed Body Slam? The Kunai. Yeah. Would it, though? I don't know if that deck did enough attacks to trigger Kunai. I I just don't want to pay 88 for an FTL. That seems like a really expensive FTL. I think we just like card remove here. Maybe a card remove and colorless spot. Okay. Alright, let's fight more elites. Seems dangerous. Sounds terrible. Let's draw a new one. I think we double strike just to get a kunai proc. And then like skill pot to block. I should have skill potted first if I wanted to do that. I'll do it anyway. Auto shields works. Rebound sweeping beam doesn't do enough damage to kill sentry. Off by 1. We draw this defend. Alright, I think we'll rebound sweeping beam and strike all on that sentry. I mean, I guess sweeping beam's on everyone, but, you know. We do have a chance of killing him. 17 damage leaves him at 7, so we'd have to get all 3 hits on him. So it's a 1 in 8, but I'll take it. Saves us slightly more than 1 health on average. Could use a colorless potion. If we use a colorless potion and get a kill, it kills both over 2 turns. Pretty much every outcome from colorless potion is good. Okay, I'll use it to block for 10. Doesn't work. Alright, I'll use Dramatic Entrance and then we only need him with 1 orb. Oh, we have strength, great. Never mind. Okay. Blood Vial. Okay. Another Darkness Plus. We could have picked 2 of them by now. Why not? Rebound Zap, Sweeping Beam to draw Zap. That's a good point. Should have done that. Didn't see it. If we pick an extra card, we don't heal for more with Eternal Feather, so that's not a factor right now. Although if we pick a card here and pick a card here, then we do heal for extra at this fire. Go for this is nice, but it's not actually very good against Guardian. I guess I'll take a defensive tool. Stack. Stack is kind of bad with the reboot. Also, Stack is kind of bad with just OTK decks because they tend to want to be small. So I guess we'll skip. Getting 3 extra health for Eternal Feather is nice, but not that important. Let's go and upgrade that dual cast so we got everything 0 costed that can be. Red Slaver. Well, now I want to play Rebound, but I guess I want to double defend more. I'll give it 1 strike and then a reboot. Good outcome. Okay. Reprogram. Could it be? Is this a reprogram deck? I don't know, we got a Zap and a Dual Cast Plus. Seems like reprogram is probably not good. White Noise is super good. Almost always pickable. Plus this is upgraded. Yeah, let's just grab a White Noise. I don't know if it's... I don't know, I guess White Noise prevents us from drawing something on turn 1, but like, what that something is, we still don't even know, so... It's too good to ignore. Running out of things to upgrade. Sweeping Beam does AoE damage. I guess that's good enough. Maybe a Defend. Nah, Sweeping Beam has a really high draw and played rate. Okay. Could upgrade defend. I thought about that. Get that kunai proc. We could split him right now. Oh, I see. I said it out loud, and now you're asking a rhetorical question. I actually kind of like upgrading defend. Upgrading defend moves defend from like a useless card that blocks up your hand space to like almost as good as a leap. So if you think about upgrading defend as transforming a defend into a leap, that's a pretty good trade. I'd take that. It's not as good as most upgrades are pretty good, but yeah, I'll take a split just to guarantee we get it. So we care about defending this turn. Let's defend reboot. Zap and dual cast or anything? Actually, maybe we don't dual cast. I think we care more about the damage, like when he's in the other form. So I think we just rebound to defend. Yep, this is another You Are Nothing run. Trying to get there. Obviously not getting there for Guardian. I guess I'm glad I rebounded that defend. He's hitting his hard. Probably should have drank the focus spot at the beginning of this fight. Well, I guess I'll drink it now. Probably doesn't cost us too much. Oh, oops. Should have done the strike first. Making a lot of mistakes. Yeah, so if I get the You Are Nothing achievement, I will get the last achievement and get to 100%. Gambler's Route to defend? We'd have to draw 1 in 2 cards. It's not super unlikely. Yeah, You Are Nothing on Ascension 20 is not the easiest way to do it, for sure. I hate 1 relic only. Yeah, I had to farm that one offline, because it's not fun. It's not fun, so I don't want to do that on stream. That one's hard even on Ascension 1. It's not like impossible, but it's difficult. Why wouldn't you die? Yeah, he's dead next turn. Okay. A regen pot. Thunderstrike. Multicast is super good with plasma orbs. A little bit disappointing there's no all for one here. It definitely seems like this seed was supposed to be a Thunderstrike run. We even got strength. I don't know. I don't know if you can get darkness and multicast on turn 1. It seems like darkness decks mostly like scale focus. Icy Curves, do you mean on Ascension 20? It's not that hard on Ascension 1. It's like definitely possible on non-Ascension. Although I do think I did it on Watcher, which is the best class, right? So I don't remember what the relic was. I think it was just like coffee dripper or something. I just did a boss relic swap at Neo. You definitely want to do a boss relic swap for it. Actually, wait. You can't get a single relic as Unceasing Top. Unceasing Top is a rare. If you're gonna have 1 relic, it's either your starter or a boss relic. Unless you like, I guess you could theoretically give your starter relic to that little gremlin guy, the Loth. No, wait, he gives you a relic back. Yeah, I think there's no way to get rid of a relic. I guess you can... No, because if you give it to Ranweed... No, you can't give relics to Ranweed. Never mind. Echo Form's good. Shoot. I think we skip here, unfortunately. I think this is a skip. I don't think I can have an Echo Form in the deck and still do one-turn kill stuff. I'm going to get distracted. I just don't think Multicast Plus is good. Like, Multicast Plus is basically only good if we find Plasma Orbs, and Plasma Orbs is a distraction. Like, this deck doesn't want Plasma Orbs. It wants an all-for-one. Look at all this beautiful zero-cost stuff. White Noise doesn't really count, but... Alright. Boo. Sacred Bark is quite good. Both for doing You Are Nothing achievements, but also just like right now. Having a regen pot with Sacred Bark is nuts. Heals you for 55. If you can last for long enough. Coffee Dripper is also nice. We have quite a bit of sustain. We've got Eternal Feather and Blood Vial. So we can pick Coffee Dripper. And Blackstar would help us find stuff like Dead Branch and Peace Pipe. Blackstar 1 relic. That's true challenge mode right there. Completely useless relic. Yeah, if you can boss relic swap into Pandora's box, that's probably a good setup. Or like Runic Pyramid or something. We don't really need energy that badly for the Coffee Dripper. I think it's just Sacred Bark. Because, like, if we're doing OTK stuff, we probably just want, like, 2 flex pots and a big red go button. Because 2 flex pots is, like, you get 20 strength. You only have to attack, like 7 times or something. We could get a turn 1 kill with just, like, rebound, what is it called? Rip and Tear. Lantern. Hey Anson. Hey Anson's Raiders. Welcome to the stream. Just doing another You Are Nothing run. This one really doesn't have an identity yet. It kind of wants to be a all-for-one deck, but we haven't found all-for-one. And we kind of like skimmed through Act 1 without like committing to any archetype. We were offered 2 copies of Storm and a Thunderstrike, but I declined those options one at a time. If I knew I was getting all of them, I would have gone for it, but I didn't know. I guess we just do Blackstar? I don't know. It's I guess I can't really imagine the Sacred Bark Dream. I guess the Sacred Bark Dream is 2 flex spots. We find a couple of claws and an all-for-one, and that's just like enough. So if every attack does an extra 20 damage, you only have to attack like 15 times. That's still more cards than you're going to draw. So you do still need an all-for-one. But if you're going to do an all-for-one, why not just do an all-for-one infinite in Act 3? The problem with Coffee Dripper is we already have a lot of upgrades. Like, all these cards are upgraded except for Rebound. Like, I was considering upgrading a Defend at the last thing. So if we take a Coffee Dripper and we can't rest, then we're, like, going to be forced to upgrade stuff. And maybe we don't want to. It's going to be tough to turn down Apparitions if we see them. Because we have the Toxic Egg. Yeah, Sacred Bark is it's the most clear how it translates into an OTK, but I think like it's very possible that to OTK we need extra energy for reasons that aren't yet clear. Like we need to be able to play all for one twice in a turn or something, and it's also like Blackstar will eventually give us something really good that we can be like, okay, do that, right? Like, oh, if we play Blackstar, maybe we get like a Dead Branch or something, right? Although Defect Dead Branch is like, what? Yeah, that's true, Mummified Hand. Shuriken, I'm not sure gets there. I think I'll take a Sacred Bark. We have a regen pot, so we should take Sacred Bark, right? Having a regen pot, I think, is like almost as important as having like a White Beast statue in terms of like it makes you pick Sacred Bark. Currently, this deck doesn't beat anything. This deck, I've only picked 2 damage cards since Rebound Sweeping Beam, so it's like, we don't even beat Act 2 Hallways, really. We're gonna like, lose a bunch of health. Which is kind of the reason why Coffee Dripper is scary. Like, we're gonna need to rest, even though we have these sustain relics. So I think let's go for the Sacred Bark. Missing Branch or Dark Embrace. Yeah. I mean, you don't need Branch to make an exhaust deck. Presumably you're talking about Ironclad, but I think the main keys to an exhaust deck are Feel No Pain and Second Wind, and those are both uncommons. You can usually find those. Okay, it looks like we are fighting some elites. It's going to be pretty hard to dodge one. The only dodge path is this. And even that's forced into an elite later, so we're fighting at least one. Are question marks good or bad? I can't figure it out, because we have Toxic Egg and Blood Vial, so like both of the like transform into something events are like super, super good. But are they good for getting OTKs? Probably not. They both add cards to the deck. So I think we'd probably have to pass them if we see them. I think I like the fire before the elite, so I'll go up here to this shop. We're going to be way short of money. We don't have enough money to go to a shop effectively, or efficiently, I should say. We need a You Are Nothing, or we need an All for One. So we should fight elites, because the elites give rare card rewards, and All for Nothing, or All for One is a rare card. We could also just go to shops. If we go to extra shops, they might have an All for One. Not super likely, but it is probably the most floor-efficient way of looking for it. So yeah, let's go to the double shop path, and go fight this elite, and then probably this one. I just don't think I can survive this path. Maybe. Actually. Do the 2 fights, go to a shop. We have a regen pot. Alright, let's do the 2 fights in the shop. That's the sturdiest path, I think. Do we just drink the regen pot now? And assume she's gonna hit us really hard? Seems like she usually doesn't disappoint, Chosen. I think I'm gonna wait until I lose a little bit more health, though. Yeah, maybe this fight isn't long enough. Strike or Zap for the rebound. I think Strike. I don't want to be playing Zap too much because of the dazes. Oh, sorry, I wasn't keeping up on chat. Runic Capacitor, a Darkness +2, and 2 or more Essence of Darkness pots with a Sacred Bark might kill a boss that doesn't have minions. I don't know about that. We were offered 2 Darkness pluses already. Does Sacred Bark interact with Essence of Darkness? It must, right? So you'd get 2 times the thing. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like very much damage though, because they only do what is it, 6 damage when you summon them. So even if you have Runic Capacitor, you get 5 slots. 5 times 6 is only 30, so it's like 60 damage. Doesn't seem like it adds up to 300. Yeah, part of what's neat about this is lethal. Part of what's neat about the Ironclad Attack pot's way good with Sacred Bark, so we gotta get rid of something. Turbo seems like it's part of the package. Part of what's fun about the Ironclad exhaust package is there's like a lot of different ways to do it, right? You can end up being like Feel No Pain Juggernaut, or you can do like Corruption Dark Embrace, or like, you know, Charon's Ashes, or Dead Branch. There's just like a lot of fun directions it can go. And they're all like super combo-y and fun. Yeah, let's pick a turbo. Really need that all for one. Pretty much building around a specific card here, and we don't have that card. Which is probably the worst way to play the game. We can turbo out 2 strikes to knock this guy down. Blocks for 6. Let's do it. Gets me a dex. We could attack pot for an extra kunai proc. No. Runic Capacitor, does it give 2 slots? I thought it only gave 3, but... oh, I guess we're playing Creative AI. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to play these, or reboot? Both? I did not consider the deleterious interaction between reboot and turbo when I picked turbo. That's less fun. Alright, let's look for zap and stuff. Okay. Drawing Void is actually really good. We were out of energy anyway, so this Void is free. Bias Cog. Sure. Second Bias Cog? Are you serious? I mean, yeah, absolutely. Sweeping Beam into dual cast wins, right? Yeah. Hey, sure wins. There's a claw. I think we need a claw. Do we need a claw? We need a 0 cost attack. That's not true. Hey, Guitar. Good morning. Yeah, we don't need a 0 cost attack. If we're doing all for one madness stuff, the all for one does damage, so we don't need a claw in there. Claw is good with all for one if we're not comboing, but we're already super built around all for one, so I don't think we need to pick Claw 2. Let's just go even deeper into this this hole. Well, now I'm stuck, because Block Pot and Attack Pot are both really good. I should have probably used the Attack Pot in the Bird's Fate. I think I value the Attack Pot higher, but like only by a bit. Oof. Claw is law? I don't know about that, Face the Saint. It is 3. Alright. Thanks for the follow, Feisty Saint. Welcome to the Vegetable Patch. Appreciate the support. Double Energy and Skim both seem like big combo cards. Some decks want Heat Sinks really badly, so Heat Sinks is also a big find, although I don't think that's this deck. But we have to do something, right? Like, we're midway through Act 2 and we don't have any way to combo. We don't like even have a Dream yet. I guess the Dream is just all for one. But that's so, like, it's kind of pitiful. This is not Madness. Card remove is good, but then we can't afford anything. Skim. We have a turbo, so Skim seems really good. Skim helps us draw into our all for one once we get it. Okay. And then we leave. Alright. Alright, this is the regen pot fight, almost for sure. We need to go to full here, though, if we're going to do that. Maybe we save the regen pot for the elite fight, but what if it's slavers? If it's slavers, like, we can't stay in the fight that long. Let's just regen pot now. I'd rather have a strike next turn than anything else. Do I burn the attack pot too? No, we need to save that for slavers. Capacitor, huh? I don't know if Capacitor is worth playing. Reboot's actually really bad in this fight. Because that gets us way further away from shuffling. But I guess if we don't do it, we can't spend our energy very efficiently. Wait, why does this capacitor cost 0? Oh, because of, So it costs 0 this turn. So if I ended my turn, capacitor would not cost 0. If I reboot, does it still cost 0? I think if I reboot, it will not cost 0 anymore, is the rule. Let's find out. Yeah, it does not cost 0. As soon as it leaves your hand, that effect wears off. Which doesn't make any sense, but okay. I think we're gonna skip both Zap and Dual Cast. Struggling to even get positive health out of these turns. Well, the regen pot definitely paid for itself. we needed some help in the fight, so. Seek Plus, are you kidding me? Yes, get in the deck. That's good for every Defect deck, especially OTK decks. Sure, we're not going to need more shops, so. Pretty happy to remove a strike. Alright, this is going to be a challenge. Okay, at least it's not Slavers. Slavers would have been really bad. Let's skim. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish him off before we reroute. Oh my god, turbo again. Starting to feel like an OTK deck. There's no combo, so there's nothing for us to find with all the like reboots and Seeks and stuff, but it's starting to get there. Whatever it is. Two strikes does not kill him. We could seek for a rebound. Rebound strike kills him. I guess we seek for sweeping beam and white noise. I'll go ahead and turbo out 2 more strikes. Sure. Get an extra dex. We find ourselves, and that is enough. It's enough for this fight. We need to find lethal for to be happy with our performance in a boss fight. It does feel like we're approximately one all-for-one away from being an OTK deck, so just need to get that to hit. I don't know. Wizard or leader? Wizard. Lightning Orb say leader. Alright. That's nice. Alright, he's finally attacking after spending a bunch of turns buffing himself. Which means it's time for us to attack bot. We need to try and kill him now. Double 0-cost Meteor Strike. I think that works. Goodness. Bag of Marbles is hugely helpful for doing OTK stuff. There's a Hologram Plus. We need that. Tough to pass a White Noise, but Hologram Plus is a required part of the combo, so we'll grab it. Rest. I think Rest might get us an extra elite here. We don't really have anything we want to smith, so Rest it is. Alright, it is Slavers, and we are all out of juice. We don't have any potions left. We could seek for like Sweeping Beam and Reboot, or Sweeping Beam and Turbo or something. I guess let's skim first. Alright, there's the Turbo. And the White Noise. Okay. We're gonna need to seek for the Reboot, I think. So it's like Reboot Sweeping Beam. Oops, I clicked Rebound instead of Sweeping Beam. Sorry, I'm gonna restart the fight. I just literally misclicked. I don't know what to say. Yeah, White Noise would have been good, but I don't think we can afford it. I did Turbo before White Noise last time, so I'm gonna do the same thing in case it changes the result. I do not want this one. We got the rebound anyway. It doesn't really matter what we rebound, because I think we're going to reboot in a second. Actually, it does. Because it means we can't hologram that card, so if that card is dual cast, we can't hologram it. But we don't have a zap, so... Let's hologram the Sweeping Beam. Just play that again. Okay, so Rebound kills him now. So I'll just Rebound the Defend and see what Reboot wants to do. Okay, that's all fine. We drew the Void. Good turn one. And a good turn two. Okay. Well, that was great. Aggregate. We definitely don't want Chill. We don't want innate stuff taking the place that All for One could take. Aggregate's really good with Reboot. So we draw 5 cards, we have 12 cards left in deck, so Aggregate gets us 2 energy for a net positive 1. Seems like that's probably not good enough. Incense Burner, okay. Yeah, we need to keep the deck really small so that when we find the All for One, we can do the thing. Well, that felt like a really good boss fight, so let's take another one. A really good elite fight, rather. This one is a Book of Stabbing. Probably harder for us than Slavers. We kind of got to cheese Slavers with the Sweeping Beam. Another defrag. I think we just reboot right now. Stuff is not very exciting. Sweeping Beam or Double Defend. Kunai is on 0. So we are not going to get a proc this turn. Zap dual cast is always happening. Just Double Defend is fine. Exactly, Shrieking Eels. Gotta stay consistent. Skim draws exactly these 4 cards. Seems like a good thing to do. We could rebound something and then skim for it. If we wanted to turbo for 1,000,000 energy, we could do that. I kind of wish that I could shuffle so that I could make Seek do stuff. I guess I can just Seek for any 2 cards and then skim for shuffle. Boy, Turbo Plus and Hologram Plus is insane. You get 5 net energy and 5 block. And 2 voids. We can even rebound the hologram and do it again. We need something to do with all that energy. We passed on a whatchamacallit, Reinforced Body Plus in Act 1. Kinda wish I didn't have to. That's true. We can't hologram the void. I wish I had something to do with the energy here. I kind of want to just like hologram my most expensive card, but that's like Sweeping Beam. I guess I can skim and then hologram Sweeping Beam and then Sweeping Beam to shuffle and then Seek anything out of the deck. But I don't even know what anything is in that context. Sure. We got the hologram here. So we could like turbo, hologram, turbo, Seek for skim, draw the rest of the deck. But like why? Again. I think I'm gonna rebound hologram and then just hologram back the rebound. I guess a Sweeping Beam? I don't even know what we're doing here. Take back the turbo. I guess I'll take the turbo and then like just Seek for like block cards. And then block for 21. Maybe we just save the Seek. We would only be finding 1 energy worth of stuff. I guess they can just like Seek for dual cast Zap or something. I guess like Strike Zap. Alright, Skim shuffles and draws this wound. Got 2 voids in the shuffle, so not super excited to shuffle. Could just like defend, hologram a void. Blocks for 18, takes 6. Sure. What do you mean by that, Brian? Like, Defect is one of the classes. Like, 1/4 of runs on average you would expect to be Defect cards. I guess I could have considered not rebounding a strike. Didn't seem like we had many options there, though. Oof. Getting absolutely wrecked by this Book of Stabbing. We just don't do enough. We needed to pick that Claw, I think. We needed, like, an obvious answer to, like, what do I seek for? What do I hologram? It's like Claw. You want to play Claw repeatedly. So I think if we see another Claw, we're probably going to take it. I guess the deck was slightly different then. We didn't have the, like, Seek or the hologram or the Skim, so these cards really scream Claw. Defect is a Slay the Spire class. Wow. Ooh, Defect 8 to 20. Defect ladder is, yeah, I've never done a ladder. I don't know, I guess I have done a ladder. I've done, like, I tried to do, like, various rule sets and do a ladder of them. But I feel like playing on low Ascensions is, like, less fun for me, and I think people enjoy watching it less. I want the game to be hard, and, when you play on ladder, like, a lot of your runs are, like, Ascension 5 and below. Because, like, that's where you start, and eventually you lose, most of the time. So you end up going back there. What does Skim do? Skim draws a Void? Let's see. It did not draw a Void. We need to hologram, like, some block. We have 2 defends in hand, but we need to defend for more than that. Aha, we're intangible. What are you gonna do about Book of Stabbing? I'm not gonna do shit. Got Molten Egg and Toxic Egg. All attacks are upgraded. Or all cards are upgraded. Second Turbo I think is a no. We're able to recur the first one as basically as much as we want. Ball Lightning is a no. Self-Repair is a no. Self-Repair would be a huge pick if we had those 2 storms, but we don't. Find some potions. 2 artifacts. Draw 10 cards and randomize their cost. Jeez. We'll just take the Ancient Pot and chill. I don't know. It doesn't seem like we need Ball Lightning. It seems like we're getting through it just fine. Question mark now or fight now? We're probably doing fight question mark if we do that, or question mark double fight. Yeah, like putting the... Oh, wait. No, it's gotta be question mark first, right? Yeah, question mark first is where they're... Okay. Because it could be like a card remove or something. Or it's just 3 fights. That's fine too. I think this is going to be our Ancient Pot. Ancient Pot's nice against the Heart, but we're not fighting the Heart in this run. It is also nice against Collector. Maybe we should save it for Collector. You have Bark every run. I don't pick Bark often. I'm not a big believer in Bark. You must just be watching the only Bark ones. Sometimes I boss relic. I do boss relic swap quite a bit, so you get Bark sometimes, just involuntarily. I think we need to do a big combo turn and probably save the Ancient Pot, so I'm going to spend the Swift Pot. Buffer. That's exciting. Rebound and Hologram is probably happening. Just Hologram probably because Zap, I guess. I guess you Zap more damage than Strike. We take 3 turns for it. Strike also gets a Kunai proc. Okay. We'll skip Turbo. We don't need to block this turn. The big attacks hitting the buffer. That's kind of the way we want it. Oof. 3 energy reboot. That's rough. We're like 1 hologram away from getting infinite block here, if we manage to get both of them 0 cost. Defend doesn't do anything, so we'll just Sweep and Beam and Strike. Get a Dex. Ooh, we got a Zergoth hologram too. Wow. So we get +6 energy here from here. Do whatever we want to do. These costs suck. I don't really like those. So maybe we just like hologram a skim and play it. Aha, Zergoth reboot this time. Let's play the free stuff and then reboot. Do we play turbo? Yeah, we're going to draw 6 Snecko Eye cards, and those cost on average 1.5, so I think we'll probably be able to spend our energy for turbo. Not guaranteed, but... maybe we rebound and turbo. Yeah, let's do that. We're pretty close to killing him, so... seems worth it. Actually, wait. This is just lethal. No rebound. Reboot required. Okay. Second skim. That seems like too much skim, almost. Is it too much skim, or is it just enough skim? Seems like skim is among the best cards in the deck. I don't hate taking a second one. Sweeping Beam helps us draw cards and also proc Kunai, which is nice. If you have a dual cast in hand, how much does Chaos Plus cost on average? If you can dual cast the Plasma Orb, if you get one. So you have a 1 in 4 chance and you're drawing 2 of them. Is skim a computing term? No, not particularly. You're just like skimming through like a bunch of options. It's like just reading lightly. It also refers to when you like take the top layer of a liquid off. So like if you skim milk, is milk with all the fat taken off the top. My dual cast is upgraded. Yeah, so Chaos, if we get a Plasma Orb, gets us 4 energy. Hey, Blood Polska. Yep, still working on You Are Nothing. Thanks for the follow, Shrieking Eels. Appreciate it. I wasn't sure if it was like seek, which I believe is a common keyword in programming language, in addition to its normal usage. I wouldn't say seek is a common keyword. It's, seek is like basically only used when dealing with file handles. So if you want to like, this is like super, nobody wants to hear this, but whatever, I'm a game developer, I'll tell you. So if you've got like a big file open and like, say there's like a bunch of textures packed into it, then you could like seek to the location of a texture and then read that texture into graphics memory, for example. That's kind of really the only time you would use seek in a software engineering context. Yeah, I think Chaos is a no. Sweep Beam and Skim are both quite good in the deck already, but we already have them. So do we need more of them? We have so much card draw with the Skim, Hologram, Seek, Sweeping Beam, Reboot. I think we don't need another one. Just need that all for one. Do you have my all for one? Little avocado fungi beast. We're gonna need Seek to do something here. Maybe Seek to Skim. For like Skim Turbo or something. Maybe it should be like Skim Reboot. That's just like a lot of card draw. Let's do Skim Turbo. Hey, we got the Reboot and Hologram. Great. We could Ancient Pot and get rid of the Fungi Beasts vulnerable as well as the Shelled Parasite weak, if we, assuming we kill Fungi Beast this turn. But I do want to save the Ancient Pot for the Collector if possible. It's definitely the scariest turn of Collector is turn 5 after he debuffs you. turbo's always happening. And I'll strike to use some energy. Do we hologram the strike too? We should hologram something. I think I'll just hologram a zap. Alright, let's skim again. Ooh, we got voided. No more turbo in the in the discard, so we can't hologram for that. We could sweeping beam for it, but then we might not get it. And then we take a bunch of damage. I think we just hologram for the zap again. Screw this guy, huh? Double defend, dual cast is probably happening. Dual cast first so we get plated armor damage. No point in turboing. Oof, getting vulnerable. That hurts. Skim, see if we can get 3 strikes. Maybe Sweeping Dream draws the void. Oh, the turbo? It did. It does. Excellent. We're gonna rebound hologram, I think. Hey, Pixel Noise. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, crushing those achievements is a charitable description of what's been happening on the stream the last couple days, but I appreciate the support. And the charity, to be honest. Let's hologram a zap and then rebound the zap. I'm gonna try to get lethal this turn. Max damage is zap dual cast. We have to get either lethal or die, so let's get the max damage. Yeah, okay, we got there. There's a Rip and Dare. We do have a Duvoudal, starting with a little bit of strength. Go for the Eyes, I think, is pretty pickable here. We need some zero-cost stuff. We're struggling with energy a little bit. We really need an all for one, obviously, but... Are we struggling with energy? It seems like if we need energy, we can just, like, hologram a turbo. And Go for the Eyes is another card we draw that's not doing much. It's a zero-cost attack, though, and it blocks, so I think I'll pick it. It's upgraded. The Molten Egg. Okay, we died. Yep. Darn. Guess I could have used the Go for the Eyes here. No skim, no reboot, nothing. Just dying. It's unfortunate. Oh wait, we have Toy Ornithopter. Yeah, so we survive at 2. Or, yeah, 4. So we didn't need both. Okay, well, we're survived. Alright. Fair enough, I guess. Storm is useless. Yeah, yay! Actually, this turn's kind of insane, huh? We can, like, seek for turbo and then hologram the turbo. Let's seek for, like, turbo zap. He's got 5 armor, so Go for the Eyes works perfectly. Needed to play the focus pot before the dual strike. I wasn't planning on playing the focus pot. You're right. That was a misplay, but like, thanks for the bits, Deep Sleet. Appreciate it. People are fighting for the bits leader. Deep Sleet is the bit king. Yeah, I wasn't planning on using the potions. I didn't realize that Toy Ornithopter was saving me. So I didn't really think about the interactions. I was just like, darn, I'm dead. I guess I'll drink the potions. Can we hologram for lethal? Yes. Zap? No, it's not lethal, but it's lethal next turn. So it wins us the fight. Oh, it is lethal because of the focus spot. Hey, we found All for One! Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that beautiful card. Get right in that deck, All for One. Get in there. Make yourself comfortable. Hey, what are you doing? Why are you yelling at me? Cooking it's a cat, turns out. She's done the math, she figured it out. Yeah, that Toy Ornithopter literally just saved the run completely. So, like, floor 32 would have died if not for Toy Ornithopter. Thought I was dead. Toy Ornithopter thought otherwise. Do we get, like, infinites now? Is that possible? I think no. Okay, so if we reboot perfectly and we get exactly the right cards, what happens? We'll get All for One, obviously. We get Turbo and Hologram. And probably like Zap Dual Cast. Let's see, it draws 6 cards. So the 6 cards are All for One, Seek, White Noise, Turbo, Zap Dual Cast. Maybe like go for the eyes instead of Seek. What's the point of Seeking if we draw all the perfect cards? I guess none of those cards. Yeah, exactly. So the 2 ways that we have of recurring the All for One are Hologram and Rebound. What is the A41? I don't know what you mean by that. So we have to win with 3 All for Ones. Oh, A41 is All for One. Got it. I thought it was an A4L. I think I read it correctly as an A41, but yeah. So we can recur the All for One with Hologram and Rebound. So we get 3 All for Ones. During those All for Ones, we are doing a Go for the Eyes is our big payoff. I don't have any claws or anything. Seems like we're probably not getting there. But I'll give Reboot a chance. Maybe something crazy happens. Yeah, we didn't even get All for One, so not happening this turn. I guess Sweeping Beam could still draw All for One. But we didn't draw Turbo either, so playing All for One a million times doesn't seem like a realistic possibility. We rebounding Zap or Dual Cast? I think probably Zap. He's summoning this turn, so Dual Cast is not super useful next turn. It's gonna hit random targets. So rebound the Zap. And I think still play the Dual Cast. Why not? Yeah, Rebound last is also a pick. That's possible. There's the All for One. We can like skim for Turbo and Hologram and stuff. Okay, we got it all. Only 241 off. Single tier. Alright, see you around, Guitar. I think we're turboing, right? I think we need to kill Torch Heads. Do we extend the week on Collector, or do we use Go for the Eyes for damage? I guess we need 20 more damage, and Go for the Eyes is 5 of it. The other 15 comes from All for One. We don't need any more turbos, because All for One, Hologram... Oh wait, we do, because we need to play these defense, so we need 1 more turbo. And I guess we want to weaken this guy just to reduce the damage. Oh wait, we're currently taking 1 damage. I guess that blocks out then. Okay, fine. Alright. We could seek for any of these cards. Seems like it's a little bit early in the shuffle to seek for all for one. We could seek for, like, go for the eyes all for one. Or, like, all for one rebound. So we get all for one next turn. Do have a turbo. We can just save the Seek. If we discard the Seek, we get it back with the all-for-one whenever we play that. Not liking how this fight is evolving. We might lose this. If we skim, we can't play all-for-one if we draw it. Which seems important. Yeah, I managed to convince myself in this run that we didn't need a claw. Like, we were offered a claw and didn't take it. I think that was probably a mistake. Because claw would be pretty good in this fight. I guess maybe we're winning this fight. Maybe I underestimated our position. And I'm gonna go ahead and seek for the... Oh wait, rebound isn't actually very good here. We can rebound an all for one, put it back on top, but then we... I guess we can draw it immediately too with sweeping beam. Okay. Or draw it this turn, not immediately. Again. Then I guess we turbo out the strike defend for the 5 health. Oops, could have had 1 more health with the kunai. Actually, it might have rounded down, I'm not sure. Didn't do the math. Good turn to draw 2 voids. Let's see what Skim wants to do. Oof. Not a good turn to get 2 voids. Alright, we're gonna have to turbo and do something. Is there any out that isn't sweeping beam into all for one here? Because that doesn't seem like a likely outcome. We could like hologram into skim, but then we can't play all for one if we draw it. Yeah, I think we have to sweeping beam into all for one and get lethal this turn. Nope, that's not it. Can we hologram into some way to block? We cannot. Yeah, so using the potions on floor 32 to Toy Ornithop to survive was cute, but we kind of needed the potions for this fight. Because we're just dying here. Maybe somehow dual cast hologram dual cast is lethal? It's definitely not. We did not pick up a melter. We had a chance to pick one up. I don't know why I would have picked it though. It doesn't really fit. We could skim to draw all 4 of these and then lose because we have no energy. Yeah. Wow, the dual cast is trying really hard. Get him, dual cast! Wow, that dual cast was what was that? It was a 1 in 64 dual cast, all on collector. Wow, I wish that was the out because we would have gotten it, but it was not. Darn. Yeah, we were missing an all for one for way too long. Definitely the mistake was skipping Claw. Claw is so good in boss fights because if you play it over and over, it scales its damage up, which seems obvious, but in reality, damage scaling outside of an infinite combo was something that was missing from this deck. If we would have won this particular fight, then we would have gone to Act 3. Probably would have been okay in Act 3 question marks, and as long as we found winding halls, I think this was an OTK deck for sure. We definitely like had all the juice, right? We had Skim and Seek and Reboot to try and find the all for one initially. We had a Sacred Bark for if we had like flex pots or regen pots to try and survive to get to the boss. This was definitely getting there. Couldn't quite make it through the Act 2 boss fight because we were a little bit too conservative. If this Go for the Eyes was a Claw, I think we would have won the fight. But not quite. The Claw was a while ago too. It was like before the Sacred Bark, or maybe it was between the Sacred Bark and the Bag of Marbles. Might have been early Act 2. Super late all for one. Really wish that could have been around quite a bit earlier. We were looking for that for a long time. We did finally find one. Kind of a fun moment on floor 32 when we got saved by the toy ornithopter.